I realized all the sacrifices my older brother made for us. Me and my siblings grew up in a highly abusive environment. Besides my older brother, I have two younger siblings, a younger brother and a younger sister. Our parents were addicted to alcohol. They would drink every day, and it was like a forced round of Russian roulette every day. We either had luck, and they would just argue downstairs with each other, or they would come upstairs to release their anger onto us. And when they did, my older brother would stand guard at the stairs to make sure we were safe. He would try to make them focus on him. So whenever they came upstairs, they would horribly beat him. And when they tried to enter any of our rooms, he would provoke them so they would focus on him and beat him until they were too tired to focus on us. While he protected us from them, he sacrificed his own childhood, and instead of doing something he liked, he educated himself and learned how to do programming each and every single day. He knew that something from the IT and programming sector would get him a high-paying job, and his goal was to get out of there and take us with him. But to take care of us, he needed money. He also never had friends at school because he saw friends as a waste of time for his goals, let alone the fact that he never properly finished his education because he was more worried about us than his own future. When he was 18, he did an internship for a local IT office that was looking for employees. And after a few weeks, he got the job and he was making good money. After he moved out, he found an apartment with enough space for all of us. And from that on, he tried everything to get us out of there. A bit later, my parents got arrested because my younger sister came to school with bruises from the beating she took from our mom before. After my brother was gone, we had to take the beatings, but at least we didn't have to wait for long. After my parents got arrested, we started to live with my brother. He had to do a bit more stuff so that my younger siblings could live with us too, but he somehow managed to convince authorities to let them stay with us. I will never understand where he took all his energy from to do all this. I was still underage when we continued to live with him, but in his new job, he made enough money to make sure we had it good, and he finally gave us the loving and caring home we craved for such a long time. I adore him so much. He was so selfless all the time, and rather took care of us than of himself. And yesterday, something happened that made me want to share his story. When I woke up, I went to get some breakfast, and when I passed my brother's door, I heard him crying in his room. I knocked at his door and went inside, and the moment he saw me, he wiped away his tears and smiled. He asked if I was fine. I didn't felt the need to answer. I just hugged him. I felt so sorry for him. He sacrificed everything so that we were safe. He couldn't hold in his tears any longer, and I told him that he should probably go to therapy because what he went through would be way too much to handle for everyone. I adore him so much, and I will forever be grateful for every sacrifice he did for us. He did not deserve any of the things our parents put him through. We, as a whole, never deserved what our parents put us through. They supposed to be a safe space for all of us, but instead, they were abusers. I will help my brother, and I will make sure he feels loved too. He deserves to have a safe space too. He wants to be ours, so I want to be his.